What's up, everybody? Give me a sec. Give me a sec, give me a sec, give me a sec. Bro, I am so hyped for this fucking dungeon. Jesus Christ. Just when I thought I was out, I'm back the fuck in. I didn't think I was out. I love being excited like this, which is why I was so and am so disappointed that we're going to now have fewer of these moments every year. But I'm going to enjoy the shit out of the moments we are going to have. And this, my friends, looks fucking awesome. These look like SIVA wires. Stop. I'm just going to tell you right now, stop. You're only going to be disappointed. You're only going to be disappointed. I don't know, like, don't go out here. Oh, I fucked up. Let me make sure this works. Don't be out here thinking. Can I edit this? Okay. Tons of new. I used the wrong advanced flavors. Code Scaro9 for 10% off. I used the wrong link because I'm big good at what I do. Anyways, I've kind of neglected advanced in the last couple of months. That's my bad. I've been busy with other things, but I just got a brand new flavor in the mail. Blackberry lemonade. Now, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, something about me. I fucking love blackberry lemonade! And this flavor is very good. Okay? Okay? As soon as I saw that, I was like, that's criminal that you haven't sent me every jar of that yet. Anyways, I'm so fucking excited for this. This is clearly like pyramid tech, right? It's like pyramid tech, but then there's like human tech. See, human tech, pyramid tech. You know what I mean? Kind of fallen spindle things. So I think this is Scorn or Fickrel, Scorn Fallen, and they are using pyramid tech to make a portal to somewhere. Boom. That's my guess. Interesting how you talk to Spider to start it. That is very interesting. Yeah, it could be Reef. Could be a butthole. That's a good guess. Did you just get back from a game? No. They have a game. They have a preseason game tonight. The Sabres start their season very soon. And I'm in the mood. I'm so ready for hockey. Longest fucking 3-4 months of the year is no hockey time. Boom. Sorry, Mike was sort of in the frame. I just wanted music in the background for this. All right. It's not SIVA wires. Every fucking time. It's not SIVA wires. It's the one force where Thor made Stormbreaker. Oh, it wasn't Volunder, was it? What's it called? It's like a Norse name like that though. Where did Thor make Stormbreaker? Nidavellir. There you go. What's Volunder? I don't know why I know what that is. Oh, it is a Norse god. Well, there you go. Is Volunder something in Destiny? Anyways, this looks incredible. This week in Destiny, we're getting ready to race in Revenants. That's because not only do we have a new dungeon coming up in a couple weeks, but we also have the first ever dungeon race to commemorate its launch. We've got all the details to share, so let's jump in. VESPER'S host dungeon race. Very interesting name. As far as I'm aware, Vesper is not... I mean, we have Vesper of Radius, but I don't think Vesper is anything like in Destiny. What is Vesper? Vesper is a Roman god, also known as Hesperos. The evening star. He's said to be the son or brother of Atlas. Wait. I thought it said, this says it's, this is like the fucking Google AI bullshit. I gotta stop reading that. It looks like it's Greek and Roman. You know, one of those things. Vesper. Vesper meaning. Volander was a forge. Oh, that's right. That's right. Vesper is an evening song. It also refers to evening prayers. And then it's usually plural as Vespers. Archaic meaning is evening. Literary meaning, the evening star. Evening. Evening's host. Star's host. I could see it be like, yeah, like evening star's host. You know what I mean? Like they're trying to... What if this is a Dyson sphere? It doesn't look big enough to be a Dyson sphere. Maybe it's a really small star. Think it might be Cocytus Station? Is that how you say that, by the way? Religious service in the late afternoon or evening. You know, it could also be that. Actually, that one makes sense too, right? Like, if you think about like the whole Fallen structure, and this kind of went to Scorn as well. You know, Fallen, they're always trying to like make machine gods and worship things. And then there's mentions in Warlord's Ruin, I believe, about how the Scorn have kind of started to develop their own culture. What if like they're using pyramid tech to try to build like another god or something? Oh no, this isn't Vex. This is pyramid tech, I think. You can see kind of the orange lines. It's just interesting that they seem to have like human, like these are solar panels, right? Solar panels and like a this kind of looks Clovis-y almost. Yeah, very resonance. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's Volantis. I don't think that. I thought at first this was Vexy, but upon further inspection, I don't think this has anything to do with Vex. I think this is going to be very Scorn and Dready. Fallen Death Star. Yeah, like unironically, I think so. Yeah, Vesper being evening star could be like a Vesper, a Dyson sphere type thing. A religious service in the late afternoon or evening. I mean, you know, House of Dusk. You know, you could, there's narrative parallels there. You know what I mean? So, kind of cool. What does Vesper mean in chemistry? Stainless shell electron pair repulsion theory. I have not thought about this in forever. It's also not spelled like Vesper, so I don't know why that was recommended. That's pretty funny. Anyways, this looks fucking sick, okay? This looks very, very cool. Do you think the final boss will be Skibidi Riz? I think the final boss will have Skibidi Riz. Cocytus Station in the... Is that how you say that? Cocytus Station. That feels better. Cocytus Station was a human station in the reef and had connections to the 9, but I don't know how that would connect. I don't think so. This feels very Fallen-y. It feels very Dread-y, you know, pyramid architecture with the fallen spindle things. I'm not like, maybe because the reef had a lot of that architecture too. I guess I could kind of see it, but I'm not really getting any sort of 9 from this. It looks Fallen-y because it's falling apart. No, I mean, it looks Fallen-y because of this. I mean, like, Wrath of the Machine had this. The Reef had this. Exodus Down had this. Or Exodus Crashway, Exodus Blue. That strike has this. That's a very common Scorn, Fallen visual theme. Wrath had it, so it's Siva. God damn it. God damn it. Fuck. Yeah, Europa as well, thank you. Wrath coming back as a dungeon. Oh my god. If I say anything, I will get in trouble. Someone pointed something out to me. Where was it? Oh, I know where it was. We'll talk about that in a second. Vesper's Host is the new dungeon coming with Revenant, which will be releasing on Friday, October 11th. I've said it every stream for the last couple of weeks, but I want to remind everyone I will not be here for Tuesday release. I will try to stream from my hotel room because I will be on a business trip, but no promises. I will be back Thursday night, and I definitely will be here for the raid race and raid secrets and stuff like that. Not only will it be, the dungeon race, excuse me, and dungeon secrets. Not only will it be the first dungeon to have a contest mode enabled, but we're also excited to announce the Vesper's Host dungeon race. As we've done with raids in the past, we're inviting the top fire teams in the world to compete for glory and Riz in a race to the finish line. It's going to be a bit different compared to a raid. This time, the first 3 fire teams to finish the dungeon will be crowned the winners and rewarded. That's pretty cool. I wonder if they get the same thing or different things. For those brave guardians looking to take on the challenge, here's what you can expect. Contest mode will be enabled for 48 hours. Normal mode will also be available as soon as the first 3 teams clear the dungeon. You will need to be at power level 1985 to be at the cap for all the encounters. We're already about, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Good. Good. So we'll keep going. Entry requirements: assemble a fire team of 3 fire players. Assemble a fire team of 3 players. It says that's an entry requirement. Does that mean they're not going to let you launch contest mode solo? And start the Vesper's Host dungeon in contest mode from the planet system map. All fire team members must own the final shape dungeon key and must acquire the Rogue Network quest from Spider in the Last City seasonal hub. So it looks like Spider is going to be our seasonal vendor. The Last City seasonal hub is the helm, and it would appear that Mr. Spider or Dr. Spider, I don't know, is going to be in the helm, and giving us the quest called Rogue Network. I'm pretty excited for that. Once the final encounter is complete, the fire team must loot the final chest or their finish may not be recorded. A team's official finish will be recorded when they loot the final chest. At least one member of the fire team must have completed and received loot for every encounter, and it must be the first time completing the activity for all members of the fire team. That's an interesting note there. Contest mode details. Contest mode applies some very specific rules to raids and now dungeons. Enemies are more aggressive. Encounters feature resurrection tokens, and some encounters will have an enrage mechanic that limits the number of phases or the time players have left to complete it. That's fucking awesome. Also, character power does not provide an advantage above the recommended level. Those of you that triumph over this challenge during the first 48 hours after the dungeon launches will earn bragging rights, a special emblem, And the dungeon exotic, yes, Icebreaker is a guaranteed reward during contest mode. You'll have plenty of time to prepare for what's to come and put together an incredible fire team. For those who are not interested in contest mode, you don't have to wait 48 hours to take your shot at the new dungeon. Normal mode will be enabled as soon as the first 3 fire teams have completed the dungeon. This is fucking sick. Looks cool. How do you know? Didn't they only release 1 image? Yes, but I have eyes, and this 1 image is fucking sick, and that's how I know how it looks cool. Literally, like, everything about this is awesome. I have nothing here that's like, I have nothing. I can't say anything bad about any of this. Contest mode's a win. Ending it early for the crybabies is a win. I'm just kidding. But also not kidding. But also sort of kidding. Okay, sorry. Emblem is a win. The race, did I already say that? That's a win. The fucking dungeon is a win. Like, this is sick. This is sick. Where do you get the eyes from? Oh, they're a rare drop from Vault of Glass. Keep farming and you'll get them eventually. I disagree with the 48 hours. I think 24 hours is enough time. I have said this for every raid, and I will repeat it here, and it goes doubly for dungeons, actually. Not everyone is lucky enough to be able to get off of work on Fridays. And especially if Bungie is going to be insistent on dropping these things on Fridays, which they are dropping this on Friday, and to account for, you know, potential server errors and things like that. I think for raid races and dungeons, I care even less about. I think it's perfectly fine. Like, it's one of those things. Is it enough time for a lot of people in this chat? Absolutely. But I think we need to encourage others to try to pursue this as well. It doesn't really affect the race in any way if it's over 24 hours. And I think it's good to be mindful of those who are in less fortunate working situations. So that's where that's where I come from for this. Like, orders of magnitude more people have Saturday off than Friday. You know what I mean? Not everyone can afford PTO. There are many jobs in America where you do not have the luxury of PTO without fear of repercussions. I think it is more than reasonable to extend that. If it was on a Saturday, I would understand 24 hours, and I would probably be more of a proponent for that. But because they are insistent on dropping these on a Friday, 48 hours, I think, is the play. Yo, Paper, what's up? I lost my eyes in the first place playing Vault of Glass. That's so unfortunate. Imagine the last thing you see is the Vault of Glass. Could not be me. Anyways, this is a complete W. This is something I've been talking about on Twitter a little bit. They've been making these custom fonts. I think the Final Shape was the first thing they made a custom font for, like, in a long time. Like, Forsaken had one. I don't think Beyond Light had one. Like, I don't think a lot of, maybe Lightfall had one. I don't remember. But Final Shape definitely had one. Echoes had one. So if I pull up Destiny Echoes. So, like, they made this unique font typography for this, and it looks fucking sick. They made one for this season. They made one for this dungeon. It all just looks incredible. It looks great. I love it. It's a mini thing. Most people won't care, but for me, like, this sort of loving detail, I think adds a lot, personally. Like, it's just like, oh man, they really kind of care about this sort of thing, and I think it's awesome. Where do you think it'll be? I think, personally, this is between, like, a bunch of fallen ships or pyramid ships kind of being hung in space. Like me being hung in space if I was an astronaut. Looks like the Dead Space logo. The Dead Space logo does have that, doesn't it? Like the little... Yeah, it does. Not as extreme, really. So, like, this is the new Dead Space. Oh, fucking hell, bruh. Here's a better way. So it's got kind of the little, what are those things called? Sands, sand. They've got a weird name. Serif? Serifs? Anyways, looks cool. I love it. Very survival horror-y. Horizon font. Horizon. Why do I know that? Like the movie, the Event Horizon. Not quite. Anyways, very cool. I think it's fucking awesome. The person that's making some of these fonts, at least this one and the seasonal one, I believe, are their name is Nat. I just learned about them today. They're incredible, and their work is incredible. So I don't know. Like I said, most people probably don't fucking care, but I think it's sick. I think it adds like a nice little. Very cool. Oh, Horizon Zero Dawn. Sorry, I'm an idiot. Yeah, sort of like that. This one's kind of got the glitchiness going on. I think it looks sick. I would love, I don't know if they develop entire typesets for this. Oh no, it looks like they don't because the S's are different, right? I would love if they were like, fuck it, Bungie fonts every season. I would use the shit out of that for thumbnails. Nat has done the Revenant one and Trevor has done the Dungeon one. Thank you so much for letting me know. Yeah, incredible work. Very cool. But wouldn't it be sick? I mean, like, no one would use this except for like content creators, but having entire typesets and like my thumbnails would just all use the seasonal font or whatever, that would actually be so helpful. I'm not gonna lie. That would be so helpful, but very cool. When I first saw it, I thought it was like a COD Zombies map for some reason. So COD Zombies does the same thing, where every map gets a unique logo and font. So like Cold War Forsaken had a really cool logo. Sorry, I'm trying to find like a fucking. Sorry, I don't know whose thumbnail this is, but I'm stealing it. So like Forsaken, which was the last Cold War map, had like this cool like crystal font. The Archon has a really cool one too. I've seen this one before. Like this sort of thing here. You know, I just think it adds so much character just to have like a little thing. And I would love, you know, so this dungeon obviously has its own. I would love for raids and dungeons to have like their own little logo. I think that it just adds so much character, right? That's so cool. What's harder, contest mode or master dungeon? Almost certainly contest mode, I would imagine. Very fucking cool though. Anyways, we'll move on. Everything about this dungeon's a huge W. I'm incredibly excited. You know, we'll be going for worlds first, and then we'll be hopping back into hunt for secrets and stuff, as we always do. Very excited for that. Yo, thank you, JP. Appreciate that. Do raids and dungeons not have logos? No. No, I mean, not that I'm aware of, not that I can think. Maybe I'm dumb. Destiny, Salvation's Edge. Oh, Salvation's Edge kind of did actually. It had the fonts. I do remember that. What was the other? What was the one before that? Vow of the Disciple, or Root of Nightmare. Sorry. I think usually we just get wallpapers. Yeah, like usually they drop this style here. Why is this on Figma? What? Wait, what? This isn't ours, is it? No, it's not. Okay, I thought this was fucking our... I thought you could find our Figma. Oh, we didn't even use it for Root of Nightmares. Yeah, usually I would just love it. It's just a small thing. It doesn't matter, but it's cool. I think this is sick. I would love a print of this. Like if they made this a poster, that shit would be on this wall. Right back here, man. Easy. Easy. That's sick. Anyways, I digress. I'll keep going. Follow the Dungeon Race on Twitch Rivals or don't, or watch me. Bungie, do stuff with YouTubers, please. there's some cool emblems. These are fine for watching it. Now, the one that is fucking baller, my friends. The Revenant Act 1 developer live stream. If you watch this stream for 15 minutes, you get, I mean, one of the coolest emblems I have ever seen in my fucking life. This is incredible. And they're just giving it away. So make sure you get it. Destiny 2 Remnant is launching on October 8th, and we're excited to give you a closer look at everything we've been working on. Tune in on October 1st. That's this next Monday at 1 Eastern, 10 Pacific for our developer live stream, where we will share a detailed look at everything coming in the first act of Revenant, along with an early chat detailing some of the upcoming changes that will arrive with Codename Frontiers. I will probably stream on my lunch break for that, because I'm very excited for that. We'll have a new emblem that you can earn via Twitch drops if you watch at least 50 minutes of the live stream to earn Revenant Echo. Make sure you have your Twitch linked to your Bungie thing. So I'll be streaming this as well. Should be Tuesday. Is it Tuesday? Yes, Tuesday. Sorry, I'm an idiot. Tuesday. Still gonna try to stream it. But yes, Tuesday. Thank you. Very cool. Why don't they say what channel? Usually it's enabled on the Bungie channels and anyone co-streaming as well. PvP Strike Team update. I'm very glad to hear that these guys still exist. I thought after Into the Light they got dissolved. So it's cool to see that there's still, you know, like a dedicated team on this. I think that's really sick. Cool. Preview of what's coming in Revenant General Crucible. I don't need a preview. Yeah, I don't need a preview. Sorry. What to expect for Revenant. To set expectations, we will be relatively quiet during Revenant outside of some work on Trials of Osiris rewards in general sandbox, spawn, and map tuning. We are now working on a substantial overhaul of multiple PvP systems for Heresy and beyond, built on the knowledge we've gained from our experimentation over the last 6 months. We will be sharing some small details and a selection of our goals below, but we will have more info for you later once the changes are more solidified. In the meantime, to keep you held over, we do have a handful of changes going live in Revenant that we can share. So first off, the map, god damn it. The map that is coming back is Solitude, which is one of my favorite PvP maps of all time. I love Solitude. I cannot wait for this thing to come back. It's gonna be sick. It's gonna be sick. Very cool. Yo, it's Wahlberg. What's up? Hi, man. Hope you're well. By the way, I loved your guides over the last few months for Funnel Shape and Echoes, so thanks for all of them. Calling it now. The dungeon's on Europa, and it's fallen. Thank you so much, my friend. I don't think it'll be on Europa. Like, I mentioned this kind of earlier in the stream. I think it'll be kind of like suspended in space between a couple, like, pyramid ships or fallen ships or scorn ships. They've done a few swaps after Into the Light. It's just that they've started projects with long incubation periods, so a lot of updates we're just working on. So, hey, I'm totally fine with that. I'm so excited this map's coming back. I love this map. For Revenant, we're bringing back a fan favorite with a reprised version of Solitude. This updated version has some small changes to geometry and spawn locations to improve the map flow and has been set up to immediately drop into our competitive and 6v6 modes. We're going to hold off adding it to Trials for a bit while we verify the competitive integrity of the map. We've made several UI changes that should help provide information a little bit more clearly during combat. To start, class icons will return, displaying in place of Guardian ranks on enemies. Awesome. Guardian ranks, utterly useless in pretty much every facet. Maybe are good for like onboarding, but like I've never unironically looked at Guardian ranks. Usually it's just to be like, oh, shut up, Guardian rank 6. The 11s are talking, bro. This is the best version of the nameplate, and this is just what it should always be, in my opinion, especially in Crucible. This is great. Maybe just look at the portal. Looks kind of Clovis, like the Glasswave portal. It's not Vex. It's pyramid technology. See how it's got the resonance here? Like the orange resonance. This is, I'm like quite certain this is pyramid architecture, not Vex architecture. Black and orange instead of like silver and blue. But very cool. Very cool that Solitude's coming back. Very cool UI changes. We've also added assisted by callouts to the death screen that will tell you when a person defeated you was assisted by another Guardian. This was something I didn't even know was possible until I played Modern Warfare 3, the new version. And when you die, it shows you how many people were shooting you and how much damage every person did. That's really cool for when you think you just lost a 1v1 and you're like, how in the hell did I lose that? So I love that system. I think this is pretty cool, personally. I think that's very cool. Looks similar to the Veil? No. No, the Veil's like Neo Wave mushroom type architecture. Finally, we've updated the tombstone icon for your allies to show you their tool of destruction in case you missed it in the kill feed. That's pretty cool as well. So I'm a big fan of all of these changes. I hope these disappear. You know, there's problems with like special ammo. If you're aiming at an enemy, special ammo will sometimes like go between you. It's supposed to disappear, but it doesn't always. So adding more, you know, large icons, kind of worried about that, but we'll have to wait and see. Just by shape. If by shape you mean it's a circle, I guess it's kind of like the Veil. Updating Mercy rules in Revenant. We have done a passover on our Mercy rules for 6v6 playlists. Initially, these rules were set to only activate during a small window of time in the match, which has led to occurrences where a game should have been Mercy that should have been a Mercy has bypassed the window and dragged on to completion. Additionally, there's a portion of time where the game would not Mercy, but would turn join in progress off, so games would go down several players, but neither the Mercy rule nor the backfill feature would kick in as expected. Moving forward, we've extended the window with which a game can Mercy and close the gap between disabling joining progress and enabling Mercy so that joining progress will only be disabled if the Mercy is imminent. Due to the increased window, we expect the number of games that end in Mercies to increase, but as soon as we have enough data, we will tune the Mercy trigger limits for the corresponding game modes. Good stuff. Competitive changes. We have reduced the variability of points granted based on the skill delta between the two teams. Currently, the differences in the opposing team skill compared to your team skill can have an outsized impact on how many points you gain after a win or loss, or lose after a loss. While this can help offset a sting of falling to a higher skilled team that's currently at or near your rank, the variability can also make the point reward amounts feel confusing. So we've streamlined the way points are calculated to better align the actual rewards with what players would expect to see after a game. We've changed the way that placement matches work to make it more accurately track towards your expected rank. Cool. Lobby balancing. Look, every time I read these, I don't really get anything from it. So I'm just going to skip that. Sandbox weapon. I like all of this stuff. Like, I know there are people that like love this sort of data analysis. To me, it means essentially nothing until I play it in game. So I don't like to spend too much time on it, just for that reason. So Vesper's also a type of bat. Oh, is it? Which could lean in the vampire theme. That would be cool. That's a good call out there. That's a good call out. Yeah, all of this stuff. Like, cool. I'm glad stuff is changing. I'll see how it feels when it's actually in the game. Trials of Osiris. We have identified several issues with Trials of Osiris that are contributing to its current state. I haven't read this. Bungie, get rid of zone trials. I've been begging for 2 years. Get rid of it. Do they get rid of it? Am I about to be happy? Over the next 2 episodes, we'll be working towards addressing them. Revenant will feature a smaller post to address some of the low-hanging fruit, while Heresy will have a significant rebuild of the Trials of Osiris. We'll share more information on our goals below, but expect a full preview of these changes to come later. In Revenant, we want to address the first issue by improving our map rotations, making sure our weapon rewards are strong and meta-relevant, and improving how the game sandbox feels when played at a high-intensity level. This does not sound like they're getting rid of the stupidest fucking game mode of all time. In the future, we have an additional handful of issues we'd like to address by adding new aesthetic rewards, that's cool, that allows player to show off both determination and skill, further improving the trio experience so players are motivated to play with friends, and our overall goal is to make Trials more fun and more rewarding for different types of players. Fuck! I hate the current Trials mode. I've hated it ever since when it was in Crucible Labs. I've always hated it. It's bad. That's where I am. Anyways, during the next episode, we're currently planning on running trials on the following maps: Dissonance, Ceres Plaza, Eventide Ruins, J4, Burnout, Endless Vale, Altar of Flame, Wormhaven, Rusted Lands, Midtown. Those are all great maps. I think the only one of those I'm not like a huge fan of is Rusted Lands for trials, but I think it still plays really well. It's just longer range than I prefer. We're also interested to hear your feedback in the above selection of maps. Which maps are your favorite for trials? I think this is a great selection personally. I really like Dead Cliffs as well. That might not be a super popular opinion though. In terms of rewards, we want to add new and exciting rewards, improve the ones that are currently exist in the Trials loot pool, and strike a better balance in terms of what rewards can be earned each week. For Revenant, we'll be introducing a newly buffed, strongly statted heavy burst hand cannon to the loot pool. Yesterday's question, that's a fun name. That's like tomorrow's answer. Alongside a revision of the rocket launcher, tomorrow's answer. I didn't pre-read this, I promise. That's a fun little duo there, right? Yesterday's question, tomorrow's answer. Yesterday's question is an arc heavy burst hand cannon with air trigger, a new perk, 4 times the charm, a new perk, Dragonfly Rapid, hit into the pain, column 4, desperate measures, head seeker, eye of the storm, moving target, full pulse in moment. I'm very interested to see if this has any sort of PvE, like with Lucky Pants. The fact that it doesn't have the crit multiplier of kinetic makes me think it's not going to be as good. So, why is the header so thick? This? Yeah, this should be the same as the Warden's Law. Is the Warden's Law still kinetic, actually? Or did they make it strand? I don't play Hunter very often, so... appears to be kinetic. Yeah, kinetic. Cool. Yeah, so I think Warden's Law is still going to clear, but very cool. Very cool. Hopefully this gets some cool play, so we'll see. It kind of depends, I guess, what these perks are, yeah? Tomorrow's answer: Void, High Impact, Rocket Launcher, Air Trigger, Redacted, Danger Zone, Envious Assassin, Impulse Amplifier, Redacted, Tracking Module, Bait and Switch. This one could be good. Bipod, Bait and Switch, Explosive Light for, I mean, it's got a fucking stacked column 4. It depends what these are. Depends what the redacteds are. To improve the existing rewards, we buffed some of the Trials rewards subfamilies that were mentioned in the sandbox section. Heavy burst pulse rifles and aggressive scout rifles. We've also updated the post-game standard non-adept weapon reward. The weekly weapon now has a focused 50% drop rate compared to the others, instead of being the only weapon that can drop. This way, even if the weekly weapon is not something you're interested in, you still have a good chance to earn the other Trials weapon rewards. Let me, Cool. Sorry, I texted my wife real quick. We've already detailed a number of changes coming from the ability in Sandbox. I want to hear more about the cosmetic rewards. I see a lot of people asking for like the armor ornaments back. It's been quite a while. It might have been Lightfall since we got the previous set of cosmetics. I don't know like what the I'm actually interested. We're gonna, after this, I want to look up the statistics. Like I have every Trials ship in Ghost Shell and Sparrow. And I'm really curious. That's got to be the minority. I'm really curious how much in the minority it is. But I love those cosmetics. I would love more to grind. There's those weekends, like I've had weekends with my, Ratul and Jordan and some of my other friends where we like literally, like when the new cosmetics come out, we'll just go flawless 20 times just to try to get the flawless stuff. Like that's one of my favorite grinds in all of Destiny is like those super rare, super end game things that you can really flex on people. I fucking love that stuff. Love that stuff. Sorry, I lost my to To take a bigger swing at things, we're also going to be running a very special variant of labs, class-based trials labs. That's cool. Is that like all hunters or what? No more than one of each class per team, so every team must be comprised of a Titan, a Warlock, and a Hunter. That's sick. Nothing is worse than when one class has like something super fucked like Hunters right now, and you face a team of 3 Hunters. Oh my fucking fuck, bro. This is an awesome change, or an awesome thing. I would love to see them lean into this a little bit more. We currently have this scheduled to run twice during the season, and we're very interested to hear your feedback on how it plays. Matchmaking will also be active, so you can play it solo or in a duo, and the matchmaking will find players who do not match your class to fill out your team. There are also a couple of additional changes that are currently being tested, and we hope to have them available to release sometime during the episode. Increasing the Osiris Cypher's cap and allowing them to have a chance to drop as a post-win reward. That's sick. On 7 win cards. Reducing the stratification of the fireteam matchmaking to allow duos to match trios more often. That's sick, with the goal of providing loss forgiveness for any solo that gets brought in to fill out the game alongside a duo. That's fucking awesome. The matchmaking sounds like it's going to take a while to find a team. This does. Yes, it does. We'll see. Future trials changes sneak peek. Now isn't the time to share all these details, but we give a short preview of what we're working towards with trials for Heresy. Adding a new aesthetic to rewards and trials, including a new armor set, new ship, Sparrow, Ghost, and exclusive emblem. I'm just going to say this. Hello at Destiny 2 team. I would just like to say literally everyone would love some sort of flawless ornament system akin to Rise of Iron, Chroma, Animal Glows / Season 2 D2 Season 2 D2 Curse of Osiris Flawless Glows with this new armor set. Smiley face, smiley face, smiley face, smiley face. All right, everyone, please go retweet this so we can get the glows. That would be sick. New aesthetic rewards, very excited. Those are always my favorites in all end game activities. Make the challenger pool less of an all or nothing experience that prioritizes flawless or bust gameplay. Lean on to what we've started with the flawed card system to reward win streaks, making it feel like it's not a waste of time even to play even if you vault the gates. We want to improve the story of the flawless set of aesthetic rewards so high skill players can flex appropriately. Oh shit. Maybe I should have finished reading before I tweeted that, eh? Seeing a player with a specific armor glow or that new Trials emblem should mean something special and not just be a generic trophy. However, I'm leaving it up. I don't fucking care! However, for Trials to succeed, there needs to also be something for everyone. We want to bring additional players into Trials by offering an alternative experience, more like Iron Banner in terms of the loot chase, but for 3v3. The focus here is on making it rewarding to play. Do not check your tweet replies on now. Okay, buddy. All right, dude. I'm banning you. The focus here is making it rewarding to play, but not necessarily reliant almost entirely on wins to attract players who otherwise avoid the current iteration of Trials entirely because of the perceived high stakes nature. What I will say about this is the Destiny community has a huge branding fixation problem. I think there are a couple of really great examples of this. Raid layers. people like to think of raid layers as less than, even though technically Scourge of the Past and Crown of Sorrow were originally advertised as raid layers, but because they are not colloquially known as those, they don't get the kind of negative reputation. I think the best example is Battlegrounds. No matter what people shit on Battlegrounds, I think that people have a preconceived notion of Trials based off of the last 8 years. And if you really want to change that, I think there needs to be a consideration of changing the name. 100%. I think no matter what, there is a significant group of people that just because it is called Trials of Osiris will never interact with the game mode. We also want to update Dominion to be more in line with the modern sandbox. For example, we're experimenting with making the zone appear later on each round, increasing the time it can take. Oh, thank fucking God. Okay, good. Good changes. Or just get rid of it, but these are good changes. I remember when the community sentiment around Battlegrounds did a 180. I don't really remember. People didn't really like them originally. I guess they kind of liked them originally. I think the new ones are fucking awesome. I have always been a Battleground defender because most Battlegrounds are better than a significant number of strikes. So that's where I stand. I think Battlegrounds definitively just make better Grandmaster experiences. But it is what it is. Like I said, people really like to fixate on the brand of something. So all 3 Battlegrounds from this season are fucking baller. Trials isn't the only thing going to be getting a major overhaul in Heresy. We're also making changes to the way we organize and schedule our playlists, rebuilding our skill tracking system, and remaking some substantial updates to the way rank is rewarded in our competitive playlist. We're investigating additional Crucible-specific tuning for ability uptime, and we do not have details to share at this point, but as soon as we have narrowed down the values, we will communicate them. Pretty cool. Good. Abilities have kind of especially the Prismatic. What did they originally say? 70-30 or 60-40 gun ability split that they wanted? Because honestly, I feel like it's kind of I don't even know. What would you guys call it? Probably realistically 50-50 right now. But I don't know. We are investigating... sorry, I already read that. Playlist reorganization. We're going to focus on offering a good variety of options with minimal overlap in terms of experience, without splitting the population into too many individual silos. Our goal is to use what we've learned over the past year and then aim to consolidate and solidify our playlist into options that better represent the experiences Destiny PvP can offer. Iron Banner! We're planning to offer a more relaxed variant of Iron Banner. Thank you. With minimal matchmaking stratification and a focus on the less serious game modes like Fortress Eruption and improved version of Tribute. More fun game modes? Anyone? Relic? We want to improve the Iron Banner experience, especially for casual and mixed skill fire teams, so we're investigating better sorting fire teams based on skill variants present within them so we can more effectively differentiate between an actually highly skill stacked fire team and a casual mixed skill group of friends or clanmates playing together. Rewarding fire teams better in general to incentivize grouping up. This is sick. That's a good. That is a good thing to focus on. Skill and rank changes. I mean, that's not really going to mean anything until we see him. So, and that's pretty much the entire TWAB, my friends. That's everything for this week. We'll be back next week with a lot more details on Revenant, so you have the best understanding of what's to come, including one article on Wednesday focused on the artifact. Until then, prepare yourself, gather materials, finish those triumphs and challenges and triumphs you may have left. Like the one that isn't in the game that you haven't fixed yet, Bungie? Huh. You mean the one that should be no Gambit? No, fuck Gambit, dude. You mean the one that should be here, Bungie? That isn't here? But anyways, I'm excited. I think I was feeling real down yesterday, and I think today, like, this information to me highlights why I had such like a viscerally negative experience yesterday, because legitimately my favorite time of the year, every year, are, you know, it's whenever we find out more information about the new dungeon, new raid, and then we get to experience it, and we get to hunt secrets and all of that stuff. And the fact that we are going from 4 of those to 2 of those genuinely just sucks. You can try to spin it in any way you want, and I've seen people try to spin it, and, you know, obviously Bungie Marketing is going to try to spin it, but it just sucks. I'm always going to be very excited, as I am right now, for things like this, and now I guess we just have to hold on to them a little bit more dearly, because they're very soon going to become a lot more rare. But I'm excited. I'm excited. Didn't they say Gambit isn't getting a reprise until Frontiers? I believe their exact words were, fuck everyone who plays Gambit, we're never updating it. I think that was like the specific wording they used. I think Luke Smith said that in the final shape Vidoc, actually. I'm pretty sure. But this is sick. I love this. And you know, now I'm intrigued, right? It's, you know, it's just, we have this theme. We have a very interesting title. It could go anywhere. It could go anywhere. And I love that. I just like, I can't wait to get in. Can't wait to get in there. Right there. Can't wait to get in there. It's gonna be fun. Very excited, so. Yeah. That's kind of what I got for today. Tomorrow, I'll probably, tomorrow I'll probably do a longer Black Ops Cold War stream, finishing up the last 2 Easter eggs we haven't done yet, and then doing the super Easter egg. But yeah, I think that's I'm gonna go ahead and keep it short for tonight, just because I don't really have much to do in Destiny, and I really do not want to be burnt out before the new season. So once again, Advanced has added a lot of new flavors. You should click the pinned comments and go check out the new Advanced flavors, including Blackberry Lemonade. Code SCARE9 for 10% off, my friend. Yeah, maybe we'll do a little bit of bounty prepping this weekend, just to force myself to get in it a little bit. But for right now, I think I'm gonna go chill for tonight and go watch the Sabres game. So, all right, everyone, have a fantastic night. I love your faces. I'll see you tomorrow for zombies, my friends. Have a great one. See ya.